Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Desert Tiger Syndicate here. Today I have something a little bit different. Today I'm going to be showing how to install a Surefire 3-prong muzzle device, and I'm also going to be showcasing this cool product. If you can see it here, this is the Accu-Washer. They're muzzle shims. Currently I have the Surefire Warcomp on. It's been a good compensator flash hider. It does an amazing job at flash mitigation, but it's very loud. You do not want to shoot this in an indoor range. You probably don't want to shoot this around other people if you're not using it suppressed. And when I found out about the wear and tear on your suppressor further from using this, I definitely knew I wanted to change it out. I also found out too that just changing from the Warcomp, to a 3-prong or 4-prong flash hider from Surefire, that this guy is going to reduce about 10 more decibels when using my suppressor opposed to this guy. This guy's really loud again. That might be something that other people might not be aware of, because I know I wasn't. Anyways, let's get into it. The first thing you want to do is you want to remove your current muzzle device. I already have this one pretty much loosened. I'm going to set that to the side, and I'm going to get rid of these old shims. A nice thing about these Accu-Washers, which they are pretty pricey. These guys were about $21 on Primary Arms. You get 18 shims, but the thing that's so nice about these shims, as you'll see in a minute, is that instead of having to use multiple shims like this, if you can see here, this is 5 or 6 shims to get the muzzle device properly timed. On these muzzle devices, to set the suppressor where the quick detach is, you have these notches here, and that's where the suppressor slides over and then locks in place. Well, on the Warcomp, it was cool because you could have this timed a certain direction. For a right-handed shooter, you would have this facing the 6 o'clock position, or at 180 degrees. And then for a neutral shooter, you have it slightly at an angle. I'm not sure the exact degree. And then I believe left-handed shooters was exactly 270 degrees. But the annoying thing is, with these cheap ones that you get with Surefire, you have to find and mix and match certain ones, because each one of these has different depths. So if you want to achieve, like I was showing, that 6 o'clock position, you would have to mess with this. It comes with a manual. Surefire muzzle devices do come with a manual, and it shows you how to properly time. But in my case, these are supposed to be color coded, and they have lost their color designation. So you're pretty much guessing at this point. And even then, when you have it on and you have the correct fitment, it just doesn't really look aesthetically pleasing, because it gets crimped and squished together and it's uneven. These guys, you get 18 different shims. They each only get one purpose, but in this case, if you can see, you get 18 different shims, and it looks like they're at 20-degree intervals all the way up to 360. I want this muzzle device timed at 180 degrees. I'd look at the chart and see I want that one that's marked with the 2 dashes, bold dashes. And I've already found that here. If you can see, if it can pick up on that. This thing's really nice because I can just put this on and I don't have to worry about smushing together all those other shims. It's a cool little product. This is going to be my first time using it, but I've heard really good things, and I know a lot of people don't know about it. First thing you want to do is you want to clean this area that has the thread. Get these threads nice and clean, and then we're going to brush it down with a fine brush. And this gets all the dirt and carbon out of here, so we get a flush, nice fitment, because we're going to use a rocksett here in a second, and we're going to make sure that this muzzle device stays on for a good long time and it's properly fitted and it's clean. Plastic fine bristle brush, get that nice and clean, get as much carbon and dirt out of there as we can. Then I'm going to bring this acetone back, and we're going to get it nice and clean in there, and clean as we can. This is a brand new muzzle device, so we shouldn't need to clean it. We're going to clean that up. I'm going to hit it one more time with the brush just to make sure I get any crud out of there. And just because I am OCD, I'm going to hit it one more time with the acetone, get it nice and clean as we can. And then now we're going to wait 2 minutes, because they recommend waiting 2 minutes after using the acetone to properly dry the barrel. Alright, cool guys. This is all cleaned. The acetone has dried. Now I have found the shim I want, and if you guys can see this, I don't know if you guys can, or if it'll pick it up. There's these small little indentions, and again, that's what shows the angle of degree. Again, when you install your muzzle device, you want to make sure you put this chamfered edge facing towards the inside of the rail. See this, if you can see there, I don't know if it picks it up, that's the flat side. You want this chamfered edge. We're going to get that. I have it in the place I want. And the nice thing is, again, it's only one shim, guys, opposed to all this bullshit over here. 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6+ shims. I have that on there where I want it. I have the muzzle device, and yeah, that should be good to go. Alright guys, so that's good to go. We're going to take our rocksett now, and you only need a little bit of this stuff. Put this to the threads, and honestly you only need to apply to the very front of the threads. You don't need to put this on the shim itself. Cool, so now we're good to lock it on. Let's get the muzzle device. And I already have my torque wrench set for 20 pounds. That's what they recommend. And that slipped a little bit right there. That's more just for me. I like the aesthetic of the look, so we have this set at 20 pounds. Just give it a check. And honestly, I probably can come over just a little bit. I'm gonna go up just a little bit more and get it to 30 pounds, because Surefire recommends for these products 20 to 30 pounds. And this will get it pretty much right where I want it. Yeah, that's perfect right there. That a lot of people don't talk about, but I'm going to address, is when you're putting on your suppressor onto your muzzle device, you always want to check your concentricity. So what that means is you want to get a bore alignment rod, or even you can get an arrow shaft, but I recommend paying the money and getting the proper tool. And what that is you stick this rod down, and it goes into the barrel and past the muzzle device, and it sticks out here, and then you can see if the chamber and the barrel and the suppressor are properly aligned. Because the last thing you want is to think that this is concentrical and that's it's on and aligned correctly, and then you shoot because you eyeball this and you think, oh, it looks good, and then you just destroy a baffle, or you completely destroy your suppressor, and then all that time of waiting and the money is just wasted. So that's pretty much it, guys. Accu-Washers, precision armament, not sponsored, just thought that was a really cool product. It's a lot better than messing with those shims and going through the hassle and the annoyance of dealing with, oh, I need this color, I need this color, it's this many millimeters, and setting it on. It's just as easy as you find your angle, and then from there you determine what shim you need. They're in increments of 20, and then you go from there, and it properly helps time the muzzle device, and it eliminates a lot of the hassle involved with using this manual that Surefire has. It's not really too hard to read, but this is very intuitive, self-explanatory. Determine the degree of angle, and then find the shim based on the notches it has in it, and then put it on and tighten it, and you're good to go. So there it is, guys. Looks pretty clean. I like how it looks. We have the Surefire 3-prong right here, and then I think it looks really good. Surefire 3-prong and the Riz 3. So I'll be having a video here shortly on this new handguard, the Riz 3. Man, it looks good. I like how it looks. So thanks again, guys. Remember, as always, be kind, stay vigilant, and never stop growing. Until next time, guys, have a great day.